Today at lunchtime, I attended a kitchen table talks with a representative from Claire McCaskell's office. Claire McCaskell is our representative in Washington, D.C. for the state of Missouri. The lady had paper, and she read off a few things on this paper of what the office does and what they're doing for us, etc., etc. And then she left it open for people's questions. There were about 65 of us in the room. I'd say the great majority of them were over the age of 65, probably over the age of 70, on Social Security, pensions, Medicare, Medicaid, that kind of stuff. There were probably 3 or 4 about my age and 1 younger, and maybe out of all of us there was about 5 or 6 black people. And people would get up and they would state their position, and boy, were they angry. Yelling and hollering and stating their position and people wanting to argue with them, and the lady had to keep reminding them that this is just for questions, this is not to get into any conversation, or I don't even know. This is not for engagement. We're not engaging here, we're just asking questions. And if you have questions, here's the website, that kind of thing. But many issues were brought up. Local issues like Coldwater Creek, which is a creek that actually part of it runs through this neighborhood, where nuclear contaminated stuff was dumped 40 years ago, 45, 50 years ago, I guess. And then we have a dump a trash dump, what do you call it? Landfill, that is smoldering underground. It has an underground fire, and it's working its way toward a nuclear dump site in St. Louis. This is in St. Louis, and when you drive by the area, it smells horrible. That was one of the things brought up. City schools closing and busing out kids to the county, that was another thing brought up, and working together and not against each other and blah blah blah. And I'm Catholic and I don't believe in this, so I'm not voting for that, and it's mandated we have to do this, so I'm against it and I'm not going to participate. And it's like, okay, well, at least I know someone I can contact in an official capacity. I think I've been let go from Z Pizza. I called to find out when I come in, and they say you're not even on the schedule, your name's not even there. Called the manager, he said he's got to get hold of the owner, because the owner made the schedule, he has nothing to do with it. It's like Schultz on Hogan's Heroes. I know nothing. And trying to get a hold of the owner is like trying to hold on to a ghost. So the stress level inside my body is incredible. Just absolutely incredible. So bad that I'm shaking. I'm scared. I'm unemployed. I have debts. I have things going to be turned off. And I know I don't have it as bad as some people in other countries. Manola's brought that to my attention. And the people were standing up saying this is the greatest country in the face of the planet, blah, blah, blah. And I'm thinking, no, it's not. But it does have a couple points going for it that some countries do not. We can assemble and we can gripe and piss and moan about our representatives. Where in some countries you are strung up and beheaded on public display. So that is a point in our favor. But for the rest of it, I don't know. I mean, it's, the guys at the top are greedy. And basically that's it. I'm upset. I made some fudge last night. I'll take some over to Mom. Scott's gonna freak when I tell him about the joblessness. He leaves in about 10 days or so to go to Canada, and I will be all by myself and with no income. 2 houses over, the people that were questionable had moved out. The owners have been cleaning it out for 2 weeks now, and they said it's so infested with cockroaches that I'm freaking out because I'm highly allergic to them, and I hate those suckers. I hate them. So, I don't know what I'm going to do. I want to leave. I don't want to commit suicide to get out of all this crap. But it's a thought. Upward and onward.